In Viking times, when they wanted to have an assembly, they called it a thing. So when a Viking said that he was going to have a thing, it basically meant he was going to have a discussion to talk about a dispute or an argument. The mound we're going to look at today is called Dingieshowe, and this is where Vikings used to have a thing on Orkney. Around the years 1016 to 1018, Earl Einar Rymouth called an assembly to demand taxes to pay for the longships that he was going to take on a raid. The saga says that Earl Einar was a great bully who took so much in taxes and dues that there was a famine in the area of Orkney that he ruled. Thorkel Amundsen spoke on behalf of the farmers, asking the Earl to reduce the crippling levy. Earl Einar agreed to take fewer ships, but warned Thorkel never to ask for anything again. The following year, Thorkel repeated his request to reduce the levies, and he was driven away from Orkney. He went to Caithness and became the foster father of Earl Einar's half-brother and rival, Earl Thorfinn, who later became one of the most powerful of the Orkney earls. The feud between Thorkel and Earl Einar went on for several years, until eventually Thorkel invited Earl Einar to a feast at his hall in Dingieshowe. After the feast, Einar was preparing to leave. Thorkel went to Einar's room, closed the door behind him, and Thorkel asked Einar if he was ready to leave. Einar replied, "I am ready," and at that moment Thorkel struck Einar in the head and killed him outright, therefore ending the dispute. Einar's half-brother Thorfinn took control of Einar's lands and ultimately became the ruler of Orkney, becoming known as Thorfinn the Mighty. The area of sea in front of you is called Deer Sound. When Earl Rogvold was refused a half share of the earldom from Earl Paul the Silent, he sought the aid of another claimant in Sutherland, and they agreed to attack with 2 fleets of longships in the summer of 1135. Earl Rogvold's ships sailed from Norway to Shetland, where they remained. The fleet from Scotland arrived and met Earl Paul's ships between Tankeness and the Mullhead of Deerness. They lashed their ships together and they fought hand to hand. Earl Paul won the victory and sailed to Shetland, where he captured Rogvold's ships. Rogvold would become the Earl the following year, and he built a cathedral in Kirkwall to honour his uncle, St Magnus.